Well, thank you for having us. This is James Dew, and you work with.
I work with EDD, that stands for the Employment Development Department for the state of California.
And what do you do in your job?
What I do is I help youth ages 16 to 25. I help them look for work. I help them build resumes, cover letters. I help them find job leads, and I get them in contact with employers. I also help them find education, school, colleges, help them find out what majors they want to do.
And you helping these students, has it been mostly successful?
It has been. For myself as well as the youth that I help, it's very successful.
Well, we're trying to figure out what we want to do with our lives because we're still really young and we don't know where we're headed. So we're open to many opportunities and our minds just want to explore. So what advice would you give to someone like us or me trying to find my way in life, just getting through these ages, these years?
Well, what I would say first is know who you are as a person. That seems very vague, but it's important. Know who you are as a person. Know what your personal beliefs are, what your goals and your desires and your dreams are. I suggest that you write those out. That sounds, old school, but that's what you should do. You should write them out. You can type them on the computer. A lot of people do that nowadays. Type your goals out and have an actual timeline for accomplishing these goals. If you're in high school, your first goal can be completing high school. That's extremely important to get your diploma. A GED is okay too, but you really want to try and get your diploma. Once you write your goals out and you have a way of accomplishing them, connect yourself with someone who has maybe taken that path or a similar path and find out what they did to take that path. And if the route doesn't fit you, you can tailor your experience for what you desire.
All right, so let's say I wanted to take the same career path you did.
Okay.
What would I have to do to be in the position you are in now?
Well, first you would have to apply. You'd have to apply. You would have to take an exam, state exam. And once you pass that, you would have to come in for an interview. They want to know if you either have 4 years with the department or if you have a bachelor's degree. I highly suggest going to college, of course, getting a bachelor's degree, even higher, master's, PhD, if you so choose. Once that happens, you would have to come in for an interview, of course, do extremely well, razzle and dazzle, and then they would call you and you would get the position. And then, of course, you have to perform once you get here. But it's very rewarding, very rewarding.
When you were younger, did you imagine yourself being here in this position that you're in now?
Not in this exact position. I've always enjoyed helping people. I enjoy speaking to people one-on-one. I'm a people person, very social. So I knew I wanted to do something where I could interact with others. It just so happened that this is the way life took me, and I'm very glad it brought me here. And once I got here, I just held on.
So, younger dreams, because I'm pretty sure this wasn't your main dream, your
Right.
main job. What was another dream or a career you had in mind when you were much younger?
I wanted to be a singer.
Nice.
I wanted to sing. I grew up singing in church like a lot of people do. Here's the thing. No, it is not my occupation, but I still sing. I sing for church. I, do performances with friends and family. So I still have accomplished that.
You still hold on to your hobbies, which you love to do.
Absolutely.
What hardships did you have just throughout your life?
Like a lot of people in America these days, my parents divorced when I was young, 12 years old. That was hard on me. I admire my father a lot. I love my mother, of course. The separation, I took it pretty hard. My grades dropped during this period. And I had to find myself again. I had to find what excited me. Sounds kind of depressing for a 12-year-old. But I mean, these are real things. They're real issues, and I know other individuals have experienced this. That was a great difficult for me. Also, my grandmother passed away a couple years ago. That was also hard for me. Those are some of the difficulties. If we're talking educational wise, I struggled in math. When I got to about the 10th grade, I decided I needed a tutor. I needed to get right with math because I wanted to succeed in life. So I did that, got my grades up, got A's.
And for those the hardships of unfortunately your parents divorcing, what helped you get through that?
Friends, the right friends though. I want to be sure that I say that. The right group of friends. They kept me involved. They kept me excited. Basketball, softball, football, stuff like that. Like I said, singing in church, that was a lot of fun. That kept me excited. I still have the love of both of my parents, so that helped. And then just the person that I am, my personality. I wasn't going to stay down for too long.
What do you think defines a leader, or what is your definition of a leader?
My definition, of a leader is someone who knows what they have to offer. They hold on to that belief, and they do not waver from that belief. They have an ability to succeed in what they set out to do, and they don't succeed for themselves. A true leader succeeds for other people. That's my belief of what a true leader is.
And well, people's opinion changes all the times with the years. Did you always have that same belief of what being a leader is?
No, that has developed since my time being with the Employment Development Department. So that's over the past 4 years. That belief has kind of developed and then redeveloped throughout my years here.
So for me, I've always been afraid of failure. My dad's always told me you have to get a really good job, a nice car, a nice house. You have to do everything right. You have to make a lot of money. So that kind of worries me. What if I don't meet his expectations? Is he gonna love me less, or is he? What's gonna happen if I don't meet those expectations that he's put on me? What advice can you give to me on that point?
I can say this to you. I know you love your father.
Mm-hmm.
I know you do. Just from what you said, I could pick that up. I would say that even if you were to, and I'm not saying that you won't, so I'll say this, even when you accomplish all these things, if you do them solely for your father's love, it won't fulfill you as a person. So what I would say is, like I said in the beginning, find out who you are as an individual. Find out what successes you want to have and what you value. And if some of those fall into line with your dad's, then go for it. But have it as a personal thing, a personal interest for yourself.
And growing up, did you ever have some times where you just wanted to give up? You just wanted to, I'm done with this. I just call it quits.
Yes, like I said, math was a little difficult.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't like it. But like I said, I just said, you know what, this is necessary. This is a necessity. I want to graduate high school. I want to continue on. So I just kind of gritted my teeth in the beginning. But once I got into it and I mastered it, I actually really enjoyed it. I think part of being frustrated with math or anything else in life, sometimes people don't fully understand how to do something. But once you can become proficient at it and then even master something, it becomes enjoyable.
So, what other advice can you give us? Just trying to find our path in life, facing failures, facing hardships, stress. Even though we don't have stress like adults do, we still have our own definition of stress. So what advice can you give to us? And I'm just trying to get through everyday life.
First of all, I'd like to say that young people, they do have stress. Don't ever let anyone, adult or other youth, tell you that you guys don't have stress. I've seen clients who definitely deal with things on an everyday basis. What I would say is, man, just do as much as you can, as often as you can. Be as joyful and joyous as you can. These years that you have right now, they're great years to explore and experience all that there is out there. In school, do all the clubs that you can. Do as many extracurricular activities as you can without just being heavily weighed down with book work and stuff like that. If you can volunteer. I know sometimes right now it's getting a little more difficult, but volunteer as much as you can. Get involved with local community things, and succeed in school. Education is very important these days, as we see. That would be my advice.
Well, we really appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love all the advice you give.
Thank you.
So thank you.
I'm not doing cursing. Fly as high as you dare, and then higher still. You're welcome.